Hi, it's Kathy Quo. Come on in. Do you want to take your shoes off? So welcome to my front entryway of my New York City apartment. I live in an old pre-war building, and for those of you who don't know, this padlock here is like over 100 years old that I've recently just randomly Googled. But anyways, you kind of land here. I live in an Asian household, so everybody takes their shoes off. Usually when you're not here, there's about 1,000 shoes here, but today it's a little bit cleaner for you guys. Over here is actually one of my favorite pieces. You're like, why do you have a brick in your home? So in 2017, when we opened up our first design showroom, which we call Design Bar, we had an archway that we had to break through, and in that archway, there was a brick that I guess one of my employees had saved, and I didn't know this until actually we had our grand opening, and she like handed this shadow box of this brick to me. And the sweetest thing is on the back of the brick had a little note that said, no matter where you go, how far you'll go or something like that, always remember that you'll always have the first piece of Design Bar with you. So I still have it, and 3 showrooms later, this is still the original Design Bar brick. Another one of my favorite products in my entryway are these pair of Netta stools. They're custom made. We did the custom fabric on them, which is a goat hide, as well as the coloration. So the color has like a little bit of a charcoal finish to it. And she kind of looks a little bit like this. So beautiful with this beautiful charcoal finish. I love these like Klezmos legs that sort of are really elegant. They splay out, but in case you need something to put your shoes on, you have these. The last thing that I'm going to share about a really special piece that holds near and dear to my heart is this Chinese pagoda. I made this piece really early on in my product development days. I must have been 25, 26. It's made, it was a set of 3. I don't have the medium and the baby anymore, but I kept the big boy. He's made, I believe, in China. It's either China or Vietnam, but I remember going to the factory and touring the space and looking at sort of how they, how they do the reactive glazes, how they rub off the edges, how it goes into the kiln to be fired. I loved seeing the production of how it became a sketch to a final product at the production facility. So wanting to share this with you is one of my favorite pieces that I've designed and created many, many moons ago, like 20 years ago. If you enter this curved entryway into my apartment, you'll get to my first desk here. I use this when my other desk is either too hot or too cold. But if I'm here, I usually do a lot of my design like layouts on this table because it's really, really big. But if you come up close, you'll see it's the most extraordinary burlwood pattern. Burlwood actually comes from like sort of these burl growths out of a tree. Yeah, is it like cancer? It's not cancer. It's just kind of these like bulbous growths that come out of a tree. And when they cut them is when you get the cross section of this incredible burling pattern. This one's really, really unique. It's butterflied in the middle, so you can see the two are book matched. This is where I do my thinking, my daydreaming, my projects are all done here. Over there, my other desk is where I do a lot of my Zoom calls and a little bit more of like my more like business related work. So I live in a classic 9 on the Upper West Side in New York City. So right when you come in, you'll see a living room to the right and a dining room to the left, which I can show you as well. So in a pre-war apartment on the 2nd floor and also on the ground floor, you get the highest ceiling heights of all the apartments. And so luckily I do have these incredible 12-foot ceiling heights, which really adds to the spaciousness, which is really important in New York City, by the way. Welcome to my dining room. This is where smoothies are thrown on the ground, pancakes drop on the floor, homework is done here. Lots going on this oval dining table, but it's my place where we do all of our family activities are here, where we host everybody. Also, if you come in a little bit closer, you'll see this is also where I get to geek out on my piano playing. My kids are taking piano lessons, but it's really because I love piano, they love piano too. But this is also where I not working. Do you guys have a sofa that you will let your children sit on and one that you don't? I kind of do. This is the sofa that I let them sit on. By the way, it's so comfortable. It's our Madeline Sofa, our #1 seller as well. She's lovely. This one is, hands have to be clean, shoes have to be off. This is the sofa that you sit on if you want the most absolute luxurious comfort. It is the sofa that I have my last glass of wine before I go to bed. It's also where I journal. I'm kind of lay here and I'm like this. This is how I journal at nighttime. She's so comfortable. As you guys know, I love music. This is the Celtic D minor chord. It's made by a company called Radvast. I started getting really into sound meditation, I want to say like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. And once this was first played to me, I was like just in an absolute trance. They come in so many different chord structures, but this one feels like a cleansing rainforest. Like, by the way, you kind of can't mess up when you play with this. Funny thing is, I used to take wine corks and I would like rubber band them on chopsticks and play like mallets. They work really well. But yeah, they eventually, you cannot like, you know, make a new one, but works really, really well. But she is something that if you just want to be in a truly meditative state, so good. So this is my other desk where I do most of my business meetings, as well as my Zoom calls. You can see how messy my desk is. I can show you, I guess, the chaos of my desk as it is when I come closer. Let's see. Okay, well, I have a double monitor, obviously, because pictures on one side, Zoom on the other, and or spreadsheet on the screen. My friends like to joke my chiclets of AirPods and air things for my ears. Crystals, because crystals. Let's see, my Viome supplements that I drink. This I actually mainly wear just to freak my kids out. I'm supposed to only wear it like 5 minutes a day, but do you guys wear it more than 5 minutes a day? I sometimes do twice a day, but anyways, this is here. And we're still lonely at work. Love Harvard Business Review, always have this that I'm reading. But anyways, this is kind of like where I generally get most of my stuff done. So, oh, yep, charging my Aura ring because I never sleep and this is validating that I don't sleep. So that's my messy desk, but I want to show you a few projects that I'm working on right now. So as you guys know, I designed our own showroom and I had so much fun picking out all the different pieces here and dropping them in. Like this little piece moved in, you know, swapping in and out artwork. But we're about to go through a new floor set change, so we're going to be doing this all over again. This was our fall winter floor set, as you can see, with all the colors. Really dark, really rich, really moody. A rug wall in the back, Christmas tree, obviously. But we're about to flip our floor set for April, so we'll be going through this process again, and I can't wait to show you where we end up. Are we using the sofa or are we not? I don't know. So we'll have to check back in.